Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another episode. Dave Rodriguez here, one of the head traders inside the Alliance community. Quick shout out to everyone watching the video today. As always, we appreciate the support. Make sure you guys mash that like and subscribe button on your way out if you have not already. All you newbie viewers, make sure you stay to the end. We got a free ebook, the Cryptocurrency Consumer Guide, we're giving away to you guys. Free value inside there, all our best kept secrets and strategies, tons of facts, and some key things you need to know to make some money in this market. So without wasting a bunch of time, let's jump right in. As you can see, we have seen some green. Let me get over to Bitcoin real quick. Whole market's pretty much green. The entire market was green just a minute ago, I know that. A couple of key things to look at. We've seen this downwards trend, whether you want to play it off the bodies or you want to play it off the wicks. Same story. We've had a clean 6-hour break above the 20 and the 50. Let's see. We've had a clean 12-hour break. We have a close in 18 minutes. So I'm pretty sure we're going to see this close not only above the MA that we thought we were going to tap on the one, but outside of this daily range, outside of this downward trend. I've told you guys this many, many times. The third touch is always the most important. You can see one touch here, one touch here. Third touch is either break or bounce. This looks to be breaking, but anything can happen in 18 minutes. We could see a drop in volume, and it could tuck itself in underneath the MA as well as underneath this trend line here. Now, what we want to see after that is a small retest downwards before a break to the upside. This really wouldn't be an entry. We'd wait for a break downwards before we saw an entry to the upside, which could take a few days. If we did see a break up and above this 3650 area, 3665 area that we talked about, you're going to break this low here. We've already came up and above this and up and above this. This was support that became resistance, and we're looking to try to break it. We don't have to break on this candle, but we do need to break this downwards trend line, okay, because this is a breakout right here. And then we're going to play the retest before we get the real entry for Bitcoin maybe to keep going. I'm not too enthusiastic over this. If I don't see a bounce here, we could see a break back inside on the retest. Remember, the retest has to hold. I'd like to see it hold here at this point at 3280, where it's kind of holding as support, kind of a double bottom here, more of a they call it Adam and Eve, where it's like a diamond and then sort of a teacup handle. So that's kind of what we're seeing here. An Adam and Eve reversal pattern. I did want to see 3,000. That very well could happen. You could see a quick spike down, something like this candle here. One of these crazy looking candles here or here. I never hold it out. I've got buys placed all in this area. So I'm going to leave them there. I did not buy in here at all. I did, however, catch another token that I'm always talking about. I'm always giving you guys updates about, always bringing you guys news about. And we'll cover that in just a minute. So what I'm looking here, guys, we've seen, like I said, a 4-hour, clean 4-hour. That's normally a lot of notification for me, good enough for me, clean 4-hour. This is usually the chart I look at when I'm trying to see somewhat of a retest. So we've got a good, nice candle forming here that's showing us that we're going to hold up right here for just a second at this 3660 area. And we're going to look for this retest down here. I'd like to see a retest as far as here, but anything along this trend line would be great for us because that would be the entry to take Bitcoin back to the upside. On the 4-hour, we've broken the 20, the 50, and the 100. The next target would obviously be the 4150 area if we're looking at MAs. There's also some nice resistance in this area. But I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for an entry back down here. I wouldn't take even this entry, but we've got a clean break on the 4. We've got a clean break on the 6. We're looking for that clean break on the 12. And to solidify everything would be a clean break on the 100, on the 1 day. A little bit different of a trend line, but as you can see, guys, this is a giant green candle. After a couple of dojis, a giant green candle. Support was held perfectly on the daily. You see the point here, pinpoint 3287, and the same information, well, not 3287, but 3275 area. So we bounced completely off that, created that nice little double bottom looking reversal pattern. Huge upside candle on the daily. Let's just see it hold up here, and that's a 13% candle, a 14% candle. That is a nice bullish candle. But we've seen it here. We saw it here, guys. Before what? We tumbled back down to the downside. Now, if we bring this back down to reality, let's see if we mark these. on the daily here. Maybe we'll use deep bodies. Let's use bodies first. Let's see how that looks. It's a nice clean break. Even if you use wicks, you can start it here if you wanted. A lot of people do a lot of different things. It's a nice clean break. So let's see it hold. Let's see a nice retest, guys. This is a very, very good thing here. I mean, I love the fact that we're this low and we saw this huge buyer candle. It means there's buyers right here. There's a demand here. Let's look at some other tokens. A lot of the money went to the top tokens and to the majors is what they call them. A lot of these big moves here, the 12s, 15, 18% are all the majors. One thing I looked at one place that I was able to buy in to was Ripple. XRP. You know, I got in down here, guys. I always buy Ripple in the dips. We saw some, you know, I always draw boxes around this kind of stuff. And we saw some areas here where we're trying to get in and out of. And as I saw this consolidation happening, we were just buying more and more, because it stopped going straight down and it started moving sideways. You know, it did a little pattern here, dropped down, started moving sideways, started consolidating. All the positive things we've been hearing, you know, XRP, you know, in second place now, and it's been solid for weeks, if not even a month. So we've pulled away from Ethereum, and you know, and now we just work our way towards Bitcoin, because in all reality, I think XRP is king. Everybody says Bitcoin is king. I think XRP is going to be the king. It's going to be the most used cryptocurrency. It's going to be the widely used cryptocurrency. It's going to replace the SWIFT system. It's going to do a lot of different things. But without getting too much into XRP and the wonderful benefits of it, let's look at this move. Huge, huge move to the upside on XRP. I caught it down in here. Huge move, 18%. I won't sell, okay? I'm going to keep riding this thing up. This is a nice little area that you could have gotten in right here. After a huge retest up, we saw the candle come down, back down and retest the 50 MA. Excuse me, that's the 100 MA. And now we're on our way up to the 200 MA. I could see another retest of this box before heading back up to this area, another 15% jump. I think XRP is going to keep going as long as Bitcoin gives it a chance to. If Bitcoin falls, the rest of the market will go with. But let's see if we can see some separation with some of these majors, or maybe some of these special, as I call them, cryptos, you know, the special crypto like XRP can start, you know, pulling itself away from not only Bitcoin, but the rest of the majors. So, you know, we'll see what happens. You know, it is the end of the year. A lot of people are going to be paying taxes. A lot of people are going to be taking profit. A lot of people are going to be doing a lot of different things. So it was shaky this time last year. I expected it to do the same thing this year as it is right now. You know, trade very safe, guys. Know your stop limits. Know your stop losses. If you can't use a stop loss and take profit at the same time, look into 3 commas. There's a video we did in the training area if you're a member. If not, look into 3commas.io. And they will allow you to set up your trades to where you can have a stop loss and a take profit at the same time, and a whole bunch more benefits. So check them out, guys. Like I said, trade safe. Trade knowingly. Trade knowing what your stop loss is going to be before you enter this trade. Anything could happen. We could see a spike down just as fast as we saw a spike up. A lot of these tokens are pumping right now. Don't buy the tops, guys. Wait for the retest. Wait for that token to come back down, work its way back up. But as you can see, you know, a lot of the majors are pumping right now because a lot of the money is in these tokens. You can see these tokens bottoming out. You know, Tron has been pumping up and up and up. You know, Tron's on 4 hours just been heading towards the moon. But as you can see, we're forming somewhat of a rising wedge. We could expect Tron to fall at any time now. You know, it's just what it looks like. But again, IOTA, you know, some of these other ones, a lot of the majors, a lot of the top 20 are pumping hard because people want to put their money in safe places and people want to have safe investments, which is why you see a lot of these majors pumping. So keep your eyes out, guys, for Bitcoin. When Bitcoin falls, so does the rest of the market. I recommend charting Bitcoin every day, keeping your eye on all the movements, all the notifications, any news that comes out. Just keep your eye out for it. I'll give you guys a quick tip on the ones that I always look for. Excuse me, the ones that I love to buy. and XRP is on the top. I'll give you guys another one on the bottom here. I'm a big believer in IOTA. There's been a lot of stuff coming in and out of IOTA recently, so keep your eyes peeled on that. But another one is GNT or Golem. It's a supercomputer basically. Look into that. It's always a good investment. And then there's Sonam. Sonam's like a competitor, SNM to GNT. I always look at when I look at tokens, I always look at, if I see one like GNT, I see one that's up and coming. Like Sonam is an up and coming GNT. It's not as big as GNT, but it's an up and coming GNT, which means it's got more growth potential, which means it's got more profit potential. So if GNT can do it, and someone can come along and do what GNT does, maybe improve some things or do it better, they can have the growth or the same market cap as GNT. And if they're only at, for example, 100 million and GNT's at 600 million, then they can do a 6x when GNT might give you 10-15%. They won't give you 6x. So keep an eye on things like that, guys. That's just a little tip from the inside, letting you guys know. As I told you guys the other day, the fundamentals are the same for the crypto market. So if you believe in it, just believe in the trade. You just got to wait for the time to trade, because not every day is a day to trade. So, keep your eyes out for those opportunities. Look for the bounces. Look for areas of support, guys. You see this here. This is an area of support. Look for these bounces. Look for the sideways movement, especially with a big candle like this. This is a reversal candle with nothing but sideways movement sitting on support. Of course, things were going to pop off as long as Bitcoin let it. So keep your eyes out for stuff like that, guys. Get you a bunch of a list of tokens and coins you look at every single day, and see their movement. Find out where their strong points are, where their strong supports are, where their strong resistance is. Look at the future, or excuse me, the past of the token and what's happened in these areas before. If you have no area, you're in no man's zone. So you're just looking for areas of support and resistance. We don't try to guess, guys. We try to make smart decisions based on the information given to us. So keep your eyes on stuff like this. Keep your eyes on areas of support. Draw them out. If you guys aren't investing any bit of money into Coinigy or TradingView, to get some of these added benefits, to get some of these added indicators. Real quick, I'll give you guys a quick tip. These indicators for your screen, see, I have 4 of them up because I have a paid site. Okay, I pay for my TradingView. So for those of you who don't pay for TradingView and you want to use 3 MAs and you want to use an RSI, but you can't because you don't want to pay for it, let me give you a little tip real quick. You guys will like this. So, oh God, I don't have indicators. Hold on. So you go to indicators and you're going to type in, I haven't done this in a while. Okay, type in quad, and then you're going to type in the type of moving averages you use. If you use quadruple, just regular moving averages, you can hit this button here. So if you hit quadruple moving averages, now one line here gives you 4 moving averages. Now this is only one indicator, so you can put all your indicators on one moving average, and if you don't use 4, you can simply just hide one of them. Like I can hide this one. So you can simply just not use one, make one nothing. So you can just use 3. But I recommend using the 4 if you can got them. Now, if I wasn't on a paid site, I could use this and 2 other indicators like an RSI or a MACD or whatever you guys wanted to use. So that's a useful tip, guys. Since I pay for it, I could do a lot of other things like split my screen, this way and that way, use 2 different crypto, the same crypto on different charts, maybe USD and Bitcoin to compare against each other. A lot of cool things, but you don't need to do that unless you guys are making some money. So, use one or the other. You don't need to pay for both. Coinigy is what I recommend, but TradingView is something I use every day, and it just looks cleaner when I show you guys. Plus, I do a lot of crazy stuff over on Coinigy because I can use as much stuff as I want, and it's just crypto-based. So I recommend these 2, but this is a cool trick, guys. If you do that, you can use 4 MAs along with 2 other indicators, and that's the free version. So that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed the couple of tips we got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed our breakdown. Look for Bitcoin on a retest and look for Bitcoin to hold support before it breaks out. So those of you who are brand new, make sure you take advantage of that ebook, that cryptocurrency consumer guide. Look at the link down below. It's actually the bitcoinconsumerguide.com/YT. That's like YouTube. Click that link below to get your free ebook. There's also some free training classes in there and a free course for you guys to take a look at if you get through some of the benefits that we have. So take the time, guys. Don't procrastinate. Crypto's moving in the right way, so you need to get your education down and get with the community that's going to teach you the right way and give you some updates daily to help you along. So I'll talk to you guys soon. I'll see you on the next Bitcoin breakdown. Your boy Dave Rodriguez signing off.